All right, so today I'm here to be deadly honest with you. I'm here to tell you the absolute truth as usual. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. I'm not gonna BS you. I'm here to tell you exactly why people fail with their content marketing. Why you get started and then you go this way and you try this and it still doesn't work. Today I'm gonna tell you about the 5 most dangerous, toxic content marketing mistakes that I see businesses making, brands making. If you fall within this list, if you identify with any of these, please stop. It is probably the reason that your content marketing is not working. So here you go, here you have it, the top 5 biggest, most dangerous, most toxic mistakes that you can make when it comes to content marketing for your brand.
Ain't nobody holding me, big wave at your shoreline so they know it's me. Babe boy from the cold seas, nitro with a new pen, go at ISO, tell them don't reach. Ice cold with it, no fleece.
Welcome to INDIRAP.
We're gonna start at the top of the list with just not creating content at all. For anyone that has a business, that has a brand, that's a director of marketing, that's in charge of marketing for a business, I don't care what brand you are, I don't care what kind of business you're in, what industry you're in, you're leaving a ton of money on the table. And I don't care if you've been in business for 100 years. I don't care if, I only work with referrals, and all this kind of thing. If you wanna continue to grow, if you wanna continue to stay in business, and if you want to, most importantly, compete, you have to have content. Why? Let's start with searchability. When it comes to cold traffic and people not knowing who your brand is, take yourself out of your shoes as director of marketing, owner, founder, president, whatever it is, chief brand strategy officer, and put yourself in your customer's shoes. If they are looking for a product or a service provider, where are they going first? They're probably gonna Google, right? So when they Google what you do, does your product or service come up? Do you have content there? Is there a video that comes up at the top of search rankings? And I'm not just talking about Google. A lot of the times when I personally am looking for a product or service, I'm gonna go to YouTube. YouTube, if you didn't know, is the #2 search engine in the world. Google owns it, right? And the way I learn, I'm a visual learner. I may not go to Google. I may go to look at a video about a certain project or a certain product or service that I wanna go. So I'm gonna search that in. When I do that, I'm gonna be a lot more apt to interact with a business or a brand or a product when I see content that I like. I'm gonna click that video and down the rabbit hole I go. If that video's great, or if you see an amazing photo, it's gonna lead me down that rabbit hole into their sales funnel, onto their website, to click the buy now button, to click the book now button. And this all started with content. If you are one of those people that doesn't create content because you're afraid to be on camera or you're shy and all that, it doesn't matter. Get over yourself. You have to put out content. People do business with people they like, right? I'll say it again. People do business with people they like. That's extremely important because when it comes to creating content, whether that be on Instagram or on TikTok or on YouTube or on your website, the best way to connect with your customers is to put out a human face and show them exactly what the value you're bringing to the table and why they should do business with you. Be transparent. It's very important to put out content. It's the absolute best way to connect with a customer before you even know who they are. They are gonna search you, they are gonna wonder who you are, they are gonna look around the internet, and if you don't have content out there, you're leaving money on the table, and most importantly, and worstly, if that's even a word, you're playing yourself. Number 2 on this list of the most dangerous, toxic, wildest, baddest ideas when it comes to your content marketing is not having a plan. Some of you all listening, you know, you've done this before. You've rolled into the new year, you've rolled into last year, you rolled into the year before that, and you're just gonna start doing marketing somehow. I'm just gonna start shooting reels, or I'm just gonna start shooting TikToks, or I'm gonna start doing a podcast. Well, how does that work when it comes to having a marketing plan or strategy? You have to sit down, you have to have a marketing plan or strategy if any of that's gonna work. You don't just blindly put marketing out there. Because when you do that, you're wasting your time, you're spinning your wheels. And a lot of the time, when you put all that stuff out there and you're just shotgunning it out there, you are missing the whole point. You're not putting together, again, you're not leaving breadcrumbs across the internet, across social media for your ideal target audience to find you, identify you, and want to do business with you. You have to take a step back. You have to see and define your brand. You have to know who you're going after with your marketing. Who is your ideal customer? Where are they? What platforms do they live on? What are they attracted to? You have to understand all these things and meet your customer where they are. You have to have a marketing plan with, I'm gonna put this content out to get this result, right? Is it more leads? Is it more sales? Is it more revenue? Is it to raise brand awareness? Is it to amplify and get more exposure around certain products or services that you're offering? You have to identify these things and work backwards. You should probably have a plan out there that is going to promote your existing brand as is and put out, for example, YouTube pre-roll with a great intro video that drives traffic to the top of your sales funnel or to your website. LinkedIn, if you're B2B, LinkedIn ads are amazing. And I'll be honest, I used to hate LinkedIn because cost per click was astronomical. I remember spending $12 a click, $20 a click. Right now, their data and their platform has driven costs down a bit to where it makes more sense for businesses to use LinkedIn as an ad platform. Depending upon what your plan is, again, brand awareness, more sales, take a step back and analyze what types of marketing you're doing, and are those marketing strategies, are those ad campaigns driving you towards those goals? Or are you just putting this stuff out for no reason? Are you just shooting video to say that, oh yeah, I need a video, or I need a new photo shoot, or I need a new website? For what? What's the plan? Why are you really doing it? You have to think about these things versus blindly plowing down another year of marketing that didn't add up to shit at the end of the day and didn't increase your sales, increase your your inbound leads, your sales, or your revenue. It's extremely important. Make sure you have a plan before spending your marketing budget up on your marketing. Number 3, not being genuine. This one drives me crazy. And this costs you more than a lot of these. I think the only other one is not doing content at all, but when you're not genuine, you're not gonna attract the ideal client. With the amount of content that people consume on, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever it is, people can sniff out the bullshit a lot quicker than before. People know when you're being phony and when you're being fake. Before you go on YouTube and you look at all your competitors and you see what other people are doing in your space, and you say to yourself, oh, I need to be more like this in order to win, that's a lie. Those people are winning because they're being their genuine selves. Those people are winning because when you are your genuine self, you connect with your audience. So I would advise anyone out there creating content, make sure that everything is genuine to who you are, to who your brand is. Don't just go out there and replicate what the other brands or businesses around you, what your competitors are doing, because all you're doing with that is adding to the noise of who's better and what differentiates you from other brands. If everything looks the same, no one cares. Nobody remembers normal. I always like to say that. If you look in any space, you look at real estate, you look at development, you look at design, you look at technology, these words that are thrown around like disruptor or innovation, these are businesses and brands that shake up the space. And the same thing is true when it comes to your marketing. You have to be your genuine self, because that's the only thing that separates you from everyone else. Anybody can be a real estate agent, anybody can start a tech company, anybody can sell an NFT, but what about the brand voice, the look, the vibe, the feel, the colors, the font, all that, the music used, the energy behind these pieces of content? This is what really attracts your core audience. This is what keeps people coming back. When it comes to creating content, it's also freeing. It's so much easier to create content when you're you and not trying to be some shit that you thought you're supposed to be. Because when you're trying to do that, you're actually lying, and it takes a lot more energy to keep up a lie, right? And eventually all lies come exposed and surface, and it's a lot harder when you meet with customers and they see that it's this whole rabbit hole. It's a lot easier to live your truth, be yourself on camera, no matter what, represent your brand to the fullest, and speak to your core audience. You know who they are, they know who you are. They are the ones that add to your bottom line. They're the ones that are buying from you, so why not speak to them? You're doing something right, keep it up. Just keep speaking to that core audience and don't worry about everybody else. Keep it genuine and keep it you. Number 4 mistake is not remixing your content, not recycling your content, not repurposing your content. You put all this time and effort into shooting content, whether that's going out and shooting a video or shooting photography or putting these graphic posts together for yourself. For you only to post that to Facebook, or you to only to post that to Instagram or to TikTok, you're doing yourself a disservice. Any piece of content should be remixed multiple times to be able to reach your audience on multiple platforms, right? And that could be the formatting, that could be the sizing going from horizontal to vertical, that could be the caption itself and making sure you're speaking to a LinkedIn audience versus your audience on Instagram versus an audience on TikTok where it's all about hashtags. That could be taking your video and transcribing it and turning it into a blog post. Blog posts are a great way to grow the SEO on your website to get more people there. When people are Googling things and you're putting out consistent blog content, I can't tell you how many people come to INDIRAP because our blog comes up when they're searching these different subject matters around video, content creation, marketing, paid ad spends. It's because we write in our blog every week. And a lot of those blogs are created from videos that we shot. Okay, let's talk about this video right now. I'm gonna take this video, we're gonna do this long format, it's gonna be on YouTube, right? We're gonna chop this up 3, 4, 5 different ways. Jay Lee, our content guy, is gonna chop this up 4 or 5 different ways. We're gonna chop it up for Instagram, we're gonna chop it up for TikTok, we're gonna chop it up for LinkedIn. Caroline, our creative director, and myself, we're gonna write some captions and copy to sprinkle across all these platforms. That is what is called remixing content. And on top of that, we may take this piece of content, take it and put it within our sales funnels, put it on some of our ClickFunnels pages, turn it into a paid ad. What you need to do is figure out, come up with 5 to 10 different ways you can take each piece of content that you put out, remix it and sprinkle it across your brand ecosystem online to maximize your return on investment when it comes to your marketing budget. The number 5 and probably the biggest killer of all content marketing strategies that I've seen over the past decade is just inconsistency. It's not being consistent. It's not sticking to your guns. If you're not marketing at all right now, or you're barely doing any marketing, do not think that you're gonna see giant, amazing results in 3 to 6 months. Marketing is a marathon, and it's continually changing because digital marketing is constantly changing. New platforms, new algorithms, all this. If you really wanna succeed, if you really wanna get traction in your market, if you really wanna sell more, if you wanna close more deals, if you wanna dominate your market, you have to be consistent and you have to look at marketing as air, right? You can't breathe without marketing. Your sales needs marketing. You need marketing to get your product or service out there. You have to do this. Me personally, I shoot every week. We're shooting content every day. We're shooting content every week. Obviously, I'm a content marketing company, but even with our clients, they dedicate a day or 2 days a month just to shooting content. You have to stay focused. You have to have the content plan. You have to shoot every month. You have to put content out every month, every day. For a lot of businesses, even ourselves, we're putting out content 7 days a week. You know what I mean? I would recommend that for any business out there, if you're serious about being number one, if you're serious about dominating, just look at your competition. What are they doing? They're putting out content. And whether that is on Instagram, or whether that is through paid ads, or whether that is through foundational content on their website, they are putting out content that speaks to their customers. Think of some of the biggest brands out here. Some of these lifestyle brands like Lululemon, like Peloton, like Nike. Constant content that speaks to their target demographic. Lifestyle content, right? Like, you have to do that. It's not a, do I need it anymore? If you're not doing content, you're losing, right? You're not living up to your best self as a business. You're not living up to your best self as a brand. You're not living up to your best self as an entrepreneur. Because I know for a fact that you're on your phone scrolling and looking around the internet every day, seeing everyone around you do it. So there's no excuse out there for you not to do it, outside of the fact that you subconsciously just don't want to win, which I know is a lie. You do want to win. That's why you're watching this video up until this point. So take these 5 jewels, these 5 gems, and again, if any of this applies to you, go and hit the off switch and hit the on switch in terms of doing it the right way. You know what I mean? Don't do these things. Know who your brand is, have a plan, have a strategy, Be yourself and put out content like clockwork. I promise you, you will see your bottom line increase when all of these things connect in your brand's ecosystem. When you have the foundational content like your brand overviews, your case study videos, you have the social content going out every day, you have content going in your email blast. It's night and day when it comes to revenue for a business. It's recyclable, it's fun, it makes me a better salesperson, it makes us a better business, our clients like it, it makes us more trustworthy and transparent. It's the only way to do business in 2022. If you're ready to take your brand to the next level, if you're looking for a content marketing strategy that's actually gonna work, if you're looking for someone that's gonna hold you accountable to make it happen and be your partner in scaling your business or scaling your brand, click the link below, schedule a 30-minute content strategy session with myself or our team, and we will literally look at your content plan, tell you what's not working and why, and give you a blueprint to exactly how you can skyrocket your business to the next level this year. This is what we do here. This is what we've done for the past decade. This is why our clients have been so successful. This is how we've generated hundreds of millions of dollars for the clients that we work with. I'd love to hear from you. Like, subscribe, drop a comment if you got something to say, if you got something to add to the conversation. Until next time, I'm Julian Tillotson, founder and CEO here at INDIRAP. Let's get it, man. It's 2022. Now's the time. I'm out. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell.